here today because my 7-year-old has started doing gymnastics. I have a 21-year-old. She did gymnastics for 15 years. My 21-year-old Caitlin, she's actually profoundly deaf. It gets emotional. So she started here at 3 years old. Coach John started here when she started, and she worked all the way up to 18. She was strong, built her confidence. When we found out that she was deaf, we didn't know what she could do. And when the coaches brought her in and started working with her and started learning sign language and started tapping her back and tapping her legs, and we found out she's capable of so much. She spent 4 days a week here, 20 hours a week with the coaches, and it was affordable for us. I've lived in Prescott my whole life. We live in Prescott Valley now, and there's not a lot of opportunity for those kids at all. They have, gosh, I don't know why this gets emotional. These kids come from single families. It's not Prescott. I think to have a place for these kids to go, for mentors, for people to be there for them, to have basketball and all the other sports they have, and then for the parents to be able to work out and exercise and have a place for their kids.
When I was about 7, 8, I can remember that's when I started going to the YMCA. The way we got into the Y was because of our neighbors. My neighbor Charlie, his mom and his father Michael, I remember they would go and ask, like, hey, can you let your kids go to the Y? There's going to be a camp. And our parents, the first thing that they would ask is, how much is it going to cost us? When I was growing up, if my sisters couldn't help me with my homework, no one could.
Is there a place that kids can go if families have to work, or there's not a good place for them to be after school to be productive in getting their homework done? What does that look like for those students? When we talk about childcare, we tend to think about little kids, but the reality is we need after school activities, and we need engaging activities for all of our students.
Most people that are working in Prescott Valley have kids still at home. What's lacking for those parents is a great daycare, childcare opportunity for them and their families. So the Y could be instrumental in that in Prescott Valley in providing great childcare.
I think that there are two factors that make this a unique opportunity for funding. One of them is that it's a Y to start with. We have a really increased priority on diversity, on equity. If we take that opportunity and really do our homework, really do the metrics, really be able to target those people that really need it, then that's amplifying the effort. Number two, the need is backlogged. This isn't just like some kind of thing that it's a good idea to have done. That community has needed a YMCA for over 20 years.
Before 2010 was very different. My community, the Hispanic, they were so afraid to play in the park, but now they are not afraid. And I think a YMCA will be great for the Hispanic and for the whole community. If YMCA come to Prescott Valley, if they think more in diversity, equity and inclusion, they will be successful.
If we can reach as many people as we can reach by listening to the advisory board and putting some of those things into action, I think this YMCA will be fantastic.
The suggestion that was made at last night's meeting about bonusing and paying, compensating staff more who are bilingual, I think is a good step in that direction.
To be a part of the Y by donating the site was good for the community. We have land, that's our currency that we can trade with. When this opportunity came, it was easy for us.
We want sports, early childhood education, sense of belonging, and we want to offer that to the residents of Prescott Valley and the surrounding areas.
We were blessed to have people that believed in us, could be able to leave the low income bracket I can see the Y definitely making a big impact. We want our kids to be part of that, to have the experience we had that made a difference in our life.
It was hard, but now we look at it and it's great because she's so confident in herself. And I have to tell you, it's almost 90% because of the YMCA.
The Y is part of the fabric of the community.
We're such a hub and a gathering place. There is no community center in Prescott Valley. So the demand for people having a place to gather is huge.
It's just a way to change people's lives for the better on a large scale.